This is Straightforward Mortgage with Madi, and right now we are going to kind of go into a step by step as to how to order homeowners insurance. I'm not going to go into detail as to what it is since I've already covered that in 2 videos. However, for those that are kind of like, okay, I understand the concept, but how do I actually go about ordering it? This is what this video is going to be about. Now, just think simple, it's not like rocket science or like you have to do anything crazy. Let's just say the borrower gives you a quote. This is a purchase, the borrower gives you a quote, and now you're gonna go bind the policy. You will call the number that's either on the quote, or sometimes you have to do a little bit of work. Go on Google the companies, see if you can find homeowners insurance number, something like that. It's not going to be hard. Google, come on, it's Google, right? So once you get that number and you call, you're going to say, "Hi, my name is Madi. I am calling from Straightforward Mortgage LLC, and I would like to update the mortgagee clause for a mutual client." And they'll say, "Sure. What is that client?" Or "Who is that client?" In this case, you'll say, "Oh, well, my client is Brian Cash." Maybe they may ask you for his policy number, and you'll give the policy number, or they might ask, just for the address, the property address, or whatever the case is. You just give them what they need to pull up the file. And some places will say, "Okay, I have it here. What is your mortgagee clause?" So some people actually get it done over the phone. And it's at that point that you would give them the mortgagee clause. My mortgagee clause is Straightforward Mortgage LLC, ISAOA, ATIMA. You go on, and then they'll be like, "Okay, is it? Do you have a loan number associated with this policy?" Give them the mortgage loan number, and then a question that may or may not be asked is this being escrowed? The question means, will the mortgage company be paying it, or will the borrower be paying their premium outside of closing? So let me make that more clear. Will the mortgage company be paying the premium of the homeowner's insurance? Will they be making that payment yearly? Or is it that the borrower will be paying it? So when the borrower escrows, basically they lump in their taxes and their insurance. That's a separate video. I will make one on escrows, but for the focus of this, if you don't know if it's escrowing, I would just say yes. Let's go to the next thing. So they might ask you that, and that's a yes or no question. And then they'll be like, "Okay, cool. I've updated it. You confirm this, and you confirm the borrower, you confirm the subject property, you confirm the dwelling coverage." And then that's when you ask for, they might even say, "Do you need anything else?" And it's at that time that you'll say, "Can I also get a paid receipt or an invoice with the policy?" And then they'll be like, "Okay, do you have a fax number or an email that this can be sent to?" And you give them your fax number or your email, whatever you guys agree to, and they'll send it. Another way, they might say that you need to fax in the request. If you need to fax in the request, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. See what I've pulled up here. Updating HOI for property. I have all of the information. I may also include the policy number here. And please update the mortgagee clause for our mutual client. Mortgagee is as follows. This information, you might want to add this escrow line and say yes. And if you are sending it, 9 times out of 10, they also need a borrower's authorization. Now, we'll talk about disclosures at another time. However, the borrower's authorization is one of the disclosures that every borrower signs when they are obtaining a mortgage. And it looks something like this: borrower certification and authorization. And it's basically giving us the right to make this change in their policy. So when you are faxing or emailing a request, I would suggest you also send that borrower's authorization. Um, and then you would also include your return fax number, and you might even want to put your phone number, your name. That way they can get in contact with you in the event something goes wrong or whatever. So as you can see, it's not a hard thing to do. You can either send this in an email if they have an email available. Sometimes with HOI, they want you to use their own website. They might have something built in. I might pull something up to show that, but they'll have something like built in, and you can just put all this information in their company system, and it'll generate, and it'll either fax or email you. So they have like automated ones as well. So there's different ways to update insurance. You just have to flex according to that insurance company. So I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching.